That was incredible.
Well, I'm impressed. I had no idea how much work they'd put into this.
Well, I have to confess, it's better than I'd anticipated.
That's going to be one tough act to follow. Can we really measure up?
Now I'm not so sure. Are people really going to be into our songs after seeing a performance like that?
Come on, don't start getting all wishy-washy on me now. If your rehearsals are anything to go by, you're gonna bring down the house.
You really think so?
She's right. We'll be fine.
Our concert packs more than enough impact. Don't overthink this too much. You just gotta believe.
That's why I still got on the boots with the outfit.
This is no time to start doubting ourselves.
What more can we give than our best?
Well, hopefully, all those practice sessions help us get it right when we're in the spotlight. As soon as Class 1 clears out their set and props, we need to start setting everything up.
Roger.
I'm so excited I could explode!
We're coming in, okay?
Toa? George? Here to give a little comfort to the weary soldiers fighting the good fight?
I'll let you be the judge of that.
Actually, we have a special guest who insisted on seeing you.
Coming
We
in.
know who this is. Husky voice. That's funny.
Huh?
It couldn't be.
Ooh-wee. Look at her.
Looks like I made it just in time for the main event. Kinda disappointed I missed the operetta, though. Heard Class 1 was really on fire.
You made it!
Just barely.
Man, it sucks that girl
Man.
played for the other team.
When did you get to be such a babe?
She's always been one. You ain't pay
Well,
attention.
a good suit and tie are more to my taste. But this was part of the deal I made with my dad to let me come. He said I could visit the festival if I agreed to meet a few prospective candidates for an arranged marriage.
She killing it though.
So, here I am, dress and all. You better get a good look now. Who knows when I'll wear something like this again.
Well, if that's your aim, you're certainly dressed for victory.
Yeah, but I think it might draw out your charm a little too well.
Right.
Most normal people would take one look at you and think you're completely out of their league.
You do look lovely, though. Thanks, but honestly, I've got nothing on the rest of you fair maidens.
There she goes. Just rubbing it all in.
Angelica!
Nothing like the pure, fresh scent of a woman.
Look at Reen's face. Reen's face says everything. Look at Million. She's like, what is happening?
All I've had to look at since going back home is my dad's grumpy old face. I'm in heaven right now.
That's hilarious.
Good grief.
Well, I suppose some things never change.
Come on, Angie.
All right, I've got my fix. Time to move on to my little ladies.
There she goes again.
So warm, so soft.
Jail. Jail.
That tickles!
Oh my god.
I should have seen this coming.
Angie, don't get too carried away now.
You do know they could file a sexual harassment claim, right?
Correct.
It's good to have her back.
I'm so glad she managed to make it after all.
Looks like the winds are favoring us today.
I'm looking forward to your concert. From what I hear, you've got quite the show in store for all of us. Don't go getting yourselves too wound up. Just remember what you practice, put your all into it, and I'm sure the audience will be right there along with you.
Yeah, it's your time to shine. Go on and have the time of your lives, guys.
Good luck out there.
Good.
patience, everyone. Next, our Academy's very first Class 7 is proud to present a concert.
I think it'd have been cooler had they actually performed. Well, if you actually heard what they performed. Laura getting it though. Look at her. But I mean, hey, it's a video game, so what can you do? She looks so serious. And these two singing together. Is that the million pose? And guys like chilling. There you go, show some feeling. The crowd just keeps spiking.
That brings us to the end of Class 7's performance. Thank
Encore.
you all for coming out.
Encore.
What?
Look at Crow.
Ladies and gents, you've been a wonderful crowd. And we've heard your cheers loud and clear. So without further ado, I give you our third and final song.
Nice. I always like this song the best on here. It's just very mellow, very chill song. Wiped out.
I'm exhausted. I'm hungry.
I can't feel my feet.
I guess that qualifies as a success then, right?
Well, the crowd sure seemed pretty enthusiastic.
As if I had the mental energy to care about what the crowd thought.
I suppose that's the difference between professional musicians and amateurs like us.
I don't think you guys need to worry. We did just fine.
I'll say, the audience's reaction to our encore piece was even better than I'd hoped for.
I guess your plan paid off then.
A sorry sight you lot are.
Patrick.
Oh, it's you.
Honestly, this is what bothers me so much about this class. I know you're tired. We're all tired. But that doesn't excuse this level of indolence.
What concern is it of yours?
Indolence.
At least you could let us bask in the afterglow of our performance before the moment fades.
Right.
Still, I gotta hand it to you guys. You really pulled out all the stops for that operetta.
It was really something. You could take that act to the theater and perform to a sold-out crowd.
Great casting, too. Eris fit her role to a T.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but I really enjoyed it.
You did? Well, I can't say I'm surprised, though. Given the raw level of talent on display, who'd expect anything less than perfection?
Oh, God.
Wait, are you mocking me? If you're all languid and moping around, how do you think we feel? Show a little dignity at least.
Huh?
What are you going on about?
Aha, we did it, didn't we?
Oh. Pulling that third song out of nowhere is hardly what I'd call fair play. You even had me singing along. I can't even consider our little wager still valid after that.
He was singing, if you pay attention to
Good
it.
day.
He was singing, though, in that little scene right behind, who was that, Oliver.
What was that all about?
I'm not even sure. It didn't seem like he came here just to thumb his nose at us.
He came in there to concede shit.
Congrats, everyone! You did it!
Huh? What brings you all here?
Is something wrong?
You guys are so worn down, you totally forgot, didn't you?
Remember a certain little poll where festival attendees get to vote on their favorite attraction? Well, the results are in.
Oh, now that you mention it.
We were so busy, I completely forgot about that.
So wait, did we...
They just finished counting up all the votes from the students and the visitors. Good numbers all around, but classes 1 and 7 were the clear favorites.
And this year's winner, with 1,512 votes, is Class 7's concert.
Oh,
It's that it wasn't even that many people there.
Congrats, guys.
Like, it's less than probably about 60
Well,
people
At least that's over.
inside the auditorium. That's hilarious.
Aw, come on, is that it? That's all the enthusiasm you can muster?
Well, after seeing all the other attractions for myself, I feel almost as proud of the other classes as I do us.
For what it's worth, my brother and Charles seem to have had a great time.
Mishy Panic was an unsung gem.
Now that it's over, it feels a little unsportsmanlike for us to be the only ones boasting about our achievements.
Crazy?
Agreed. If anything, seeing everyone having a good time feels like a victory for the whole academy.
Yep, every student should feel proud about these last 2 days.
Anyway, I'm here to shake you desk potatoes out of your listless post-festival comas. Or have you forgotten that we still have the after party to enjoy?
Oh yeah, there's that.
I totally forgot.
It's a tradition to close out the festival with a big party for the students, their friends, and their families.
There's gonna be bonfires, right? And dancing?
Well, don't just sit there. Everyone's waiting for you.
All the bonfires are set up too, so just make your way over whenever you're ready.
Okay, I think we can muster up the energy for one last event today. What do you say we head on over and enjoy the party?
Right. Woo! Party time!
All right. So this is that point where you save and you keep this save and then you can reload and go back and get the different like bonding events and stuff for people if you want to. I'll probably do the rest of them off screen, but we know who we're romancing, so
Oh.
why does that echo like that? PS3 fire animation. Enhanced to the PS5.
Mother and grandfather are still here.
Her grandfather gonna go to jail.
My dad, too. And my brother, though I can't imagine why.
That dude is like staring at all these young girls and stuff. That dude going to jail. Seriously.
Elliot, Crow. I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us.
You mean for the concert?
What brought that on? You got so serious there, I was getting kind of scared.
It's just that our performance today never would have been possible without the two of you guiding it along. I wanted to make sure that you knew how much I appreciate you doing that.
Damn, man. Is making people feel awkward a hobby of yours or something?
Aw, it's no big deal. Besides, it was a real team effort. Everyone played a part. I mean,
He does do
look at
that, though.
you. You were a fountain of good advice through this whole thing. And honestly, I should be the one thanking everyone.
Huh?
You all helped me rediscover just how much music means to me. Because it's not just about performing by myself. It's about performing together, playing off each other's strengths to make something wonderful. So I should be the one thanking you. This never would have happened if I didn't come to this academy.
Elliot.
Holy hell, are you guys trying to see who can make me cringe the hardest?
Elliot, my boy! Your father's arms are ready and waiting for you to leap into them!
His dad be on one, boy.
Does he always have to say that stuff so loudly? Sorry, I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, later.
There's like 3 saves you need to make here, like to do the bonding stuff, and instead of having to go back through the game
This year's festival's been a blast.
before the
I'm
dance,
kind of hoping we can do the same thing next year, too.
one after the dance.
Though, who knows if Class 7 is even going to exist next year? Crow?
Oh, yeah. Generally, people stay in the same class from their first day to their graduation, but Class 7's basically one giant exception to everything the school's ever done, so who knows?
I guess that has its pluses and its minuses. But no matter what, it's not going to be the same. We won't have you.
If I manage to graduate, at least. Barring any nasty surprises, I'll be in Class 7 till the end of the month. which means our time as classmates is almost up.
Now that you mention it, yeah. We'll have to see if we can throw you a farewell party around the end of the month then. Can't let you off easy.
Come on, it's no big deal. Trust me, you're still gonna see more than enough of me next year.
Now, the dynamic between Rain and Crow. Rain has a lot of respect for Crow. Almost looked at him like a big brother. And in the beginning, I think that Crow really didn't know what to think of Rain. And but eventually he started to kind of really respect him. And you're going to see that mutual respect between them despite everything that happens through all the games. And it's actually kind of touching sometimes to see.
Sure, I'll have moved out of the dorms, but I'll be sure to stop by once a week to steal some of Sharon's cooking.
You better. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to have to call you Mr. Armbrust or anything after you graduate, am I? I mean, we've spent so much time together that treating you like a proper adult just wouldn't feel right.
Of course not. And if I ever catch you calling me Mr. Armbrust again, I'm gonna smack you. Oh, yeah. Guess it's about time I gave you this back.
Isn't this...
Yeah, when he pulled the mirror trick on
I
him.
completely forgot about it. You've done so much for me since then. Saving Elise, helping with the concert. Compared to all that, 50 Mira is nothing.
The feeling's mutual. Besides,
I
never
think you
return the
really
mirror
meant that.
I borrow. Makes that coin extra special. So go on, take it.
Oh, by the way, you know there was interest on this, right? How much do you suppose you really owe me after half a year?
Oh man, what kind of racket are you running here anyway? I thought you were supposed to be a good kid.
Well, there's this one second year who's taught me a thing or two about making money. To be honest, it feels kind of lonely to think that everything between us is completely settled and done with. So, what do you say? You still owe me?
I swear, the things I do for love. All right, you'll get your stupid interest someday. Maybe.
Yeah, that was a weird line after that, but I get the sentiment. All the male student 1 and 2s dancing with the female student 1 and 2s. Well, of
Alfin,
course.
I am drawn to the party before us like a moth to a flame, like a starving man to a banquet, like beauty to me. What say you we grace the dancers with the gift of our company?
It's as though you read my mind.
Come now, don't waste your time watching. It's time to dance.
No need to worry about formalities tonight. Let's all relax, enjoy ourselves, and maybe let a few secrets slip.
Allow me, Sharon, before every red-blooded boy in this school lines up for a chance.
Okay,
It
that's
would be my honor.
that's at least a little bit better.
Madam Chairman, might I have this dance?
Of course. Given that our former partners left the dance all too soon, we seem to make for an appropriate pair.
Okay.
I suppose you're right.
Nice.
Instructor, I cannot thank you enough for all you've
Machias
done
might
for my
end up
daughter.
having a sister here.
I can, however, ask you for the pleasure of this dance.
Oh yeah, she likes me and like that.
Ooh, he's just my type, too.
Hmm?
Oh, just talking to myself.
Well, I'll be dancing with all my little kittens by the end of the night. But I suppose I can let you take the first dance.
Well, I don't mind. But seeing you in that dress is enough to make any guy feel intimidated.
They waste no time, do they?
It's no surprise that my grandfather made a beeline for Sharon, but I never expected to see Mother dancing.
In some ways, it seems as though they're younger than we are.
I forgot how long this part was.
Looks like everyone's having fun, though. Shall we join them?
You've given me more than enough of your time already today. Between showing me around and your incredible concert, you must be exhausted. And besides, I'm sure there's someone else you'd rather dance with here. Why not ask them instead?
Correct. Okay, so why would I ask Elliot to dance? Wow. Really? Huh. Alright.
I knew it.
Well, that's who we're
So I
romancing.
have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Yes, you do.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own, though.
I'm fine, really. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Well, okay.
He's such an idiot.
Correct.
Oh, Elise. Your Highness? The generally accepted strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be more than accommodating. It's fine. I'm fine, honestly.
I'm sorry. I know there
Lisa.
are people that ship him and Lise, but for me, it's just too weird. Like, I get that he's adopted, but they still grew up together, and they grew up like brother and sister, and you can tell like his demeanor for her is he thinks of her as his sister. Like, it's just to force that into the game. They do that a lot in anime, and I don't know why they do that type of stuff. Like the dude is always like adopted, and they have like some sort of secret love or something. Like it's just weird. Like the girl always likes the guy.
Is your sister okay?
Yeah, actually, she's the only reason I had the courage to come over here. Would you dance with me?
What? Me?
That was the idea. Is that a no?
All right. Let's get a little closer to the bonfire then.
Okay.
You gotta dip her. You spin her around and dip her down. Cheeks is red. Okay. So got the dance out the way. Be like, so
Everyone's still at it.
my parents are not gonna be home tonight. Or you know what? Everybody's at the bonfire. There's nobody in the dorm. You know, you get what I'm saying?
I wish I still had that much energy left. Still, it's not like there's a lot more festival to use it on. It's strange. It feels like the whole year's been building up to this festival, but...
Yeah. It felt like it was over in the blink of an eye.
It was like the most dialogue I've seen
Both
this
the
whole
festival
game. The most
and the year as a whole.
voice acting.
Exactly. It won't be long until the second years graduate, and we'll be in their shoes. Time really does fly, huh?
Yeah. It's hard to believe so many months have passed since we all first met. But I do have to wonder whether any of us have gotten any closer to figuring out what we're going to do with our lives.
I wish I knew. I might have looked confident when I told Mother that I'd show her how to run the company by the time I'd graduated, but that was in the heat of the moment. I honestly don't know whether I'd drive Rhineford straight into the ground or not.
How could you know? Still,
There's one thing I do know. No matter how difficult the odds, our class always finds a way through. Growing up should be no different.
you stole my line.
I think you need some new material. I'm getting used to your speeches by now. Well, that, and I believe it. I think everything is going to work out as long as our class is together. As long as you and I are together.
Oh.
Forget I said anything.
Ooh.
Lisa.
Rain took Elisa's hand gently in his. Oh boy.
Let's stay together.
Ooh.
We're still looking for our places in the world, but maybe they're right next to each other.
I hope so.
Me too.
Getting kind of warm over there, huh?
After that, I went back to see Elise, but by then, that memorable evening was approaching its end.
Reen? Elise?
Claire?
Good evening, Captain. You must be exhausted.
Oh, well, it's not as though I performed on stage in front of an auditorium full of people or anything. I really enjoyed your concert, by the way. That's the kind of thing that makes me proud to be an alumnus.
Wait, what? You're a student here?
That's right. I was part of the Academy's 216th graduating class. And since you'll be part of its 221st, I suppose that makes me 5 years your senior.
That means that you're at the right old age.
I had no idea.
At the right age.
Why didn't you mention it until just now?
Older lady.
Given that we only ever met while you were on your field studies, it didn't seem pertinent. Besides, once people graduate, they tend to leave their ties to their school behind. Especially here at Thor's.
Because it's a military academy?
Exactly. Roughly 40% of the graduates here go on to join the military. Not always the same branch or even the same army. About 30% join the Imperial Army, and 10% go to a provincial force. Students who are best friends one day might find themselves enemies the next.
Reen.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill your happy mood like this. But I'm sure you're well aware of what may lie ahead. That we're teetering on the brink of an era of upheaval.
I'm aware.
Does this have something to do with the issues in Crossbell I've been hearing about?
Yes, amongst other things. It seems as though everyone on the continent is ready to go to war with everyone else. But that's why it's so important that we're able to stand strong no matter what happens. Though, judging by how well Class 7 has performed on their field studies, I'm sure you'll all be fine in that regard. Here's hoping that I get the chance to help you out again sometime. Even if I'll have to be careful not to draw the ire of that instructor of yours while I'm doing so.
I'm just glad to know that you have her back. Thank you for that.
You're quite well. Please, excuse me a moment. Yes, Revolt speaking. Mm-hmm. What?
What's going on?
And you're certain of this? Understood. I'll return at once. Yes, I will escort them back to Valflame Palace myself. I'm afraid I have to excuse myself.
Very peculiar. That serious tone.
I'm really sorry, Elise. My brothers requested that we return to Heimdall right away. But as we're going back by car, I thought I'd offer you a ride home. But...
Elise, I think you should go back with them for now. I'll call you later to make sure you're okay.
Well, all right.
Sorry to drop this on you so quickly, Reen. I'm sure someone from the Academy will fill you in shortly.
Fill me in? On what?
If you'll excuse us.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to get Elise back to the Academy safely.
Everybody rolling out.
Reen!
Does anyone have any idea what's going on?
I'm afraid not. I've never seen Father behave like that before.
My mother's the same way. She got a message of some kind and just changed.
Ditto my father. I think it was someone from Heimdall who got in touch with him.
One thing is certain. Something terrible has happened.
My dad turned pale and was gone before I could ask what happened. It sounded like he received a report from Instructor Neidhart, though.
Hold on. Neidhart's supposed to be... He was at Corellia Fortress with the 4th Armored Division on some sort of mission, right?
Speaking of which, has anyone seen Toa or Instructor Sarah?
There they go.
Students and visitors, I cannot thank you enough for your attendance today. I hereby proclaim the 127th Thor's Military Academy Festival complete.
Everybody kind of looking like, what?
But I am afraid I must announce this with a heavy heart, as we have just received word from the Imperial government that this evening, Corellia Fortress, which rests on the eastern border of the Empire, has been destroyed. No, destruction is an inadequate word. An unknown weapon has erased the fortress in its entirety from existence. I would ask that all of our guests, from that region or otherwise, please try to remain calm.
Now, what about that? That big-ass fortress got wiped out. Sad part about it is that takes place in the Crossville games. But like I said, all of it connects. As you can see, that big-ass hole. And I think it, if I'm not mistaken, it was an Aeon, like one of something that happened with the Crossbell, like it got loose or somebody woke it up, and then it destroyed that. But like I said, I have to wait to play the crossbell games in order to do that. If they would ever hurry up with the localization, I could like do the just do the PC version and then do the patch that this group called the Geofront has done. But it's just a lot to go through, and I just don't really want to do all that. Like, if it gets to that point, I will, because I'm still trying to mull over if I want to go back through Trails in the Sky and all those games. Like, those games can be very painful sometimes because how long they take, like long time. Yeah, but there was some stuff going over in Crossbell that was lingering on. That's what makes me love this story, though, is that it's all connected in a special way. The sucky part is that you waiting on this game, you waiting on the games, you like, Jesus Christ, like, how long does it take to translate stuff? TikTok.
I can't take this anymore. Where is she? Homeroom was supposed to start ages ago.
I'm not surprised she's late. The instructors are probably all busy trying to figure out what to do.
That seems more than likely.
It's still hard for me to believe all of this is really happening. Having been there, the idea that Gorelia Fortress just vanished is difficult to comprehend.
I just switched my controller real quick.
There are still some parts left and almost untouched. But Instructor Neidhart making it out of there alive was nothing short of a miracle, though.
Neidhart made it out.
Those railway guns were part of the section that's gone, too. If I hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be kind of hard to believe.
What kind of weapon is even capable of doing something like that? I find myself doubtful that any human could create something so powerful.
We just don't know. All we do know is that it's impossible to make a weapon that powerful even with today's most advanced orbital technology.
And yet here we are, with just such a weapon in the hands of what's always been seen as a mere vassal state. The Imperial Army has their work cut out for them, I'll say that much.
I'm worried about what's going on in the capital, too. It sounds like there have been even more demonstrations going on there these past few days.
Down with Crossbell, they say. Point our guns towards the east.
Is there even any truth to those rumors that Calvard's planning an invasion?
I'm pretty sure it's all nonsense. But considering how there have been tensions between us and them for years, people are just more inclined to believe it.
Correct.
Rumors are just that. We need to be careful not to be misled by half-truths and speculation. If possible, we should find out exactly what's happening for ourselves.
Yeah. Over the year, we've seen how things are across the Empire with our own eyes. And now's as good a time as any to put that knowledge to use.
Well said. We've had quite the education in getting to the truth behind all the headlines.
That seems to have been a running theme of most of our field studies.
Still, we seem to be missing two of our illustrious members.
Well, there's nothing strange about Crow's, or did he already transfer back to his original class?
No. He said he was going to be with us through the end of
bad,
the month.
I think I hit the X button too fast on that.
As for Million, though, I'm not sure.
You don't think it's something to do with the intelligence division, do you?
Well, she is an agent of theirs.
It's kind of easy to forget that, given how she usually is.
It does concern me that none of us have seen her.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Just casually shows up.
Oh, instructor.
restarting homeroom?
Not today, I'm afraid. All classes have been canceled.
Of course.
You can either stay here in the building and study until school's out, or go back to the dorm.
So, wait.
Has something happened?
Not yet, but it will. Chancellor Osborne's going to be addressing the nation from Dreikel's Plaza at noon. It's set to be broadcast across the entire Empire.
A national address?
Sounds pretty serious. And given the timing.
Indeed. It's not hard to imagine what's on his agenda.
Come on, guys. Straighten up. You're students of Thor's Military Academy, and that makes you all cadets. Whatever careers you choose, military or civilian, you need to know how to act decisively in an emergency. So right now, I don't want you to look away from what's happening in the world. I want you to face it straight.
Will do.
You're right. Now's not the time to lose heart.
As for Osborne's speech, apparently we'll be setting up radios in each classroom so the students can listen to the national address. So if you want to follow along, be sure to be back here by noon.
I suppose I might as well listen to it here then.
Same here. I don't even have a radio.
I do, but for something like this, I'd rather not listen to it alone.
Well then, we can all share in the joy of hearing the melodious voice of our esteemed Chancellor. Maybe I should haul in some beer and snacks. That's the only way I'll stay sane through the entire broadcast.
What should we do about Crow and Milliam, though? None of us have seen either of them all day.
Do you know where they are?
Can't say I do. Crow's practically made a career out of playing hooky, but I did see Milliam earlier this morning.
Oh, so she's still on campus?
At least that means she wasn't called away by the intelligence division.
I'd been thinking along those lines, but when I asked her, she just shrugged and said, "No news from the top." I doubt she's wandered off too far.
Yes, but lest you forget, she excels at giving us the runaround.
At least it doesn't sound like she's in trouble. We're probably worried over nothing.
We'll just have to tell them we're meeting here at noon if we run into them before then.
Yeah, will do.
All right. Okay, so
I guess everyone's going to check in with their clubs. Looks like I have some free time. Might as well see if I can track down Crow and Milliam. At least it sounds like Milliam is probably somewhere on campus. Crow, though, he could be anywhere. Probably best to check with Toa and George first. Maybe they know something.
all right. So make a save here. Made one for the after party. Crap, where else? Okay, I wonder if I got enough time. So let's go to Student Union. Check with Miss Toa.
Oh, Reen.
I figured I could find you here.
Yep. The student council will be passing out radios for every classroom, so I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. Are you guys planning on listening to the Chancellor's statement too?
How could we not? He's supposed to be addressing the entire country after all.
Yeah. Whatever it's about, it's going to be something big. I don't think anyone could have imagined the relationship between Crossbow and Arabonia going south like this. I sure hope Angie's okay. What with all of this political turmoil right now.
Toa.
Sorry about that. I'm the student council president. I need to stay focused on what's going on right here, right now. Angie would laugh at me if she could see me getting distracted over her anyway.
That's right. You've got to focus on getting through this. Still, don't try to take on more than you can handle. I'm not the only one ready to give you a hand if you need it.
Will do. Thanks. Oh yeah, why were you looking for me in the first place?
Right. I almost forgot. Do you have any idea where Crow might have gone?
Crow? Nope. I'm afraid not. He didn't mention that he had to go anywhere when I talked to him yesterday, at least.
Was yesterday the last time you saw him?
Yeah, he was was giving me back some of the stuff he borrowed from me since graduation's getting so close. That was nice of him, but then he gave me everything he borrowed from Angie, too. It's only polite to give back the stuff you borrowed in person. Now it's more work for me.
Well, that's a very Crow thing to do. Well, I'll keep asking around and find out if anyone knows where he's gone.
Sounds like a good idea. Oh, but make sure you're back in your classroom by noon, okay?
Of course.
Now, you can also go to, matter of fact, let me go here. This is where I don't think I came to last time. There is Rosine. Finally out of her, robes. So you can get a good look at what she looks like. Because you rarely see her out of her robes. Where are Linde and Vivi? Gaius, Clara, I think they're on this floor though. It's supposed to be, right? I don't know. Let's see. Are they on the roof? Nope. There's Celine. Maybe they're on the first. Can I get this thing from Beatrix yet? So apparently the reason why I can't give her medal is because you still need to do 40 quests for her in order to get where are Linde and Vive? I could have sworn they were in. They're not in school? Okay, let me see something. Maybe I overlooked them. There's Elliot, Mint. Nope. No, I really think Margarita on the other side. I have no idea where they are. Let me go. I'm really gonna have to do some major looking here. This is the only time you can get their profile thing, and I missed it last time. Okay, that's them. I have no idea where the girls are. There's Fee. There's Annabelle and Kenneth. There they go. It doesn't give you their thing. That is really weird. Maybe I gotta talk to them at a different time. Alright, let me go look. See, because I think you can still go buy stuff from.
I still can't believe there's a weapon out there powerful enough to level Gorelia Fortress like that. I didn't think you could get much more powerful than those railway guns.
Yeah, having seen the railway guns in person, I can hardly believe it myself. There are rumors that whatever that weapon is, it's managed to fend off the armored divisions several times, too.
Still, I can't help but wonder what the Chancellor's gonna say in his national address. Whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's gonna shake up some things around here. Who knows? We might even see active duty. Could be that my lazy days tinkering with orbital bikes are numbered.
Don't say that, George.
Well, no point stressing out too much about the future till we're there. Didn't mean to be a downer about it. Go on and listen to the broadcast, but don't worry yourself too much. This country may go through a lot in the coming years, but ultimately, we have a say in our future.
That's a good way to look at it. I don't want to look away from what's happening. We have to be aware of our present to take charge of our future. But anyway, you wouldn't happen to know where Crow is, would you? He hasn't shown up to class today.
Crow? Can't say that I do. He came by yesterday with a box of things he'd borrowed from me, but he never mentioned having any plans today.
Dang. Anyway, I'll keep asking around to see if anyone else knows where he is.
Well, knowing Crow, he's probably just wandering around somewhere. Just keep looking around and I'm sure you'll run into him.
Will do.
Alright, I'm gonna end here. When we come back, we'll continue searching for Milliam and Crow. And talk to a couple other people. But thank you guys for rocking with me. I think the next video will probably be the last. Yeah, at least I think. Yeah, I think the next one should be the last for this game. But I just want to thank everybody for checking it out. I love all you guys. I really appreciate the subs, likes, comments all the time. Very humbled by it. Gonna keep this thing going. If you like the content and you're new to it, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Leave comments. I'll try to answer all comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.